let's just do the movement to start out first, and then we'll go into a bit more detail about when we do this and some more details, okay? Basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to put, Mish is going to have to stand like with his leg a little bit bent, like that. If his leg's straight, like that, it's going to be a bit difficult for me to do. So he's got to sort of squat down a little bit, like that. I'm going to hook my leg inside Mish's leg. So it's my right leg, Mish's right leg. My hand's going to come underneath. I'm going to lift my hips up off the ground, like this, okay? So my head goes down and my hips go up. Pretty much the opposite to what I am now, okay? Head down, hips up, and I'm going to spin underneath, like this. But for the sake of the drill, we're actually not going to go to the back. We're just going to go underneath, lift the hips up, and you're just going to put your other leg through. You wouldn't normally do this when you're going to attack, but we're just going to put our other leg through, take the original leg out, and come from the other side. We can do the same thing the other way, like that. So, same leg, hooks, come inside, in front of the shin, lift your hips up, foot goes through, take your leg out, spin through. Alright partner, let's have a go at that, just 2 minutes each, and then we'll go into a bit more detail about how to use this properly, okay? Okay, so for the more practical application of this, let's just imagine Mish is trying to come in to pass the guard. I want you to time this pretty well. I think the timing of going for this sweep is more important when you come against people who know how to pass it, because all of the high level guys nowadays are really good at stopping you spinning underneath, because they know that you shouldn't be able to do that. It's going to get you to a better position. So there's two things they're looking to control. One is this leg. Okay, so if Mish controls that leg or even this hip, when I try to spin now, it's not that. When I try to spin underneath, I get blocked. I can't really lift my hips properly and I lose it. The other thing they'll try to control is my head with a crossface. So once that's there, again, I can't rotate underneath. So what I need to do when I'm setting up my spin, if I'm free with my left leg and I'm free with my head and I can get a reverse style heel hook, I've got a good chance of being able to make this happen. Okay. So I want to start to try to use my left hand here, because my right hand's going to hook to the leg, so my head's open for the crossface. I need to make sure my left hand's creating enough distance here so that if Mish tries to grab my head, it's at least going to be a crappy grip, yeah? So if he grabs me now, and I can tuck my head, I can still try to roll, okay? And so the other thing is obviously my left leg. Now, I used to do it like this, but I've since realized this is, well, the last few years I've stopped doing it like this because it's actually a really bad idea if someone knows how to counter it. But I used to go, okay, he's holding my leg, I can still get momentum to spin by doing this. Like that. But when I open this space, he's got a lot of options to try and counter-attack me here. So I actually don't want to do that. I really need to get my left foot on the hip or on the shoulder. Okay? So when we're working for this, it's important that you don't let them control that leg, and you're gonna have to put it in a position where they potentially can. So you've got to be quick. You can't go and then start trying to go for it. It's got to be yeah, pull yourself through. Okay. So we're just gonna practice not just the spin underneath, but also a bit of timing. As soon as your foot connects with them, you want to spin straight away. Okay. So we're gonna just start it from here. Mish is going to step in. I'm going to get my reverse de la Riva hook. I'm going to block, underhook, and as soon as my foot makes contact, here like this, ideally on the hip, but it can be on the shoulder, I'm going to lift my hips up and pull myself through like that. Now I want to pretty much keep this same grip here like this. I'm going to come down, I'm going to grab this far leg and start to drive Mish forward like that. Alright, we'll just stop there for now. Yeah, so we're going to be here like this. Just start on your back so it's easy to get the hook. You start seated up. When he comes in, it makes it harder for me to get a good hook when he comes in. So make sure we're going to start on our back, get the hook, block, get our underhook with our right hand, and then we're just going to, as soon as our left foot comes in, we're going to spin underneath. Okay? From there, I'm going to make a far hook with my leg and drive him forward. Okay. Do you need more details on that, or?
Does the collar grip?
Yeah, the collar.
Is it thumb
Yeah,
down
collars.
or thumb up?
I think I go thumb down, but it doesn't matter that much.
It's more just.
Yeah, it's just gonna block him, and then once I like start to get to here, it can actually kind of pull me through. Yeah, so you can pull with that arm a little bit. All right, let's have a go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Leg positioning is pretty important. So with this left leg, so you have to make sure. It doesn't matter if you can push the shoulder with this leg. You have to make sure your knee comes below the hips. Okay, because especially for anyone above brown belt, yeah, red belt, like if I leave my leg here, there's a toe hold or a knee bar potentially. Yeah, so I've just got to make sure my knee goes below the hips. If he tries to get me now, there's just no leverage for that. I feel fine. I can get it down. Okay, so as long as your knees free past the hips, their ability to attack the leg is pretty much gone. Alright, but this time we're going to set it up from De La Riva. Okay, so you're going to put your outside hook like this, and your other foot's just going to be on the hip, like so. And Misha's going to try to step over this leg, so that he's going to basically try and get to the headquarters position. And as he does that, I'm going to hip out, come through, and spin straight into towards the back. Okay. Now again. So for the sake of it though, like Mish isn't going to control this leg too much. Okay. So he's sort of just going to step over my De La Riva here like this, but because if he controls this too much, I won't be able to actually go for this move. Remember. So I'm just going to hip out, reach through, and I'm going to come through like this. You don't have to have your foot pushing them away. So if my shin comes across like that, but my knee's still in and my foot's on that side of his body, I'm okay. I don't want my foot going to this side of his body. This starts to get pretty dangerous for the counters Mish can do. Okay? So again, just going to have De La Riva, Mish is going to step over, foot goes on the mat, block, hip out, spin through, bring it down, and start going for the back. Alright. Two options in terms of once you finish there. So we get to here. If Mish is leaning backwards, so stand up. So standing more tall and I can't push him forwards like that. My right hook comes in, I grab his belt, pull him back, and then I lift his hips up, push him away, and I take the back. Just make sure you keep these hooks like knees squeezed in, feet pushing outwards. It stops him from freeing his legs too easily while I set up the harness. If he's forwards, So if we land here and he weights more forward, I'm going to get the second hook again, but I'm going to sit up like this. Don't let go of the legs. At all times I've got his legs, because if I let go of one, usually they'll start step over with it. Yeah, pull over. No. Yeah. Yeah, I can lose the whole position. So you don't let go of their legs at all once you've got them. Until I sit up, I'm pretty much in contact with his hips. I can now grab his hips. So now he can't spin out, or at least if he tries to, I'll follow him. Okay, so from here, if Mish stays where he is, I scoot my butt back, pull my foot back. I'm going to come over the top of my leg and go for the back. So remember, it's hard to get up like this, like coming forwards. So you scoot your butt back, tuck your foot, and you roll over the foot. Again, holding on, scoot back, tuck your leg, roll up, and go for the back. It's something I don't use much, but I've had done to me before, and I know it's good. It's Leandro Lowe does it, so I'll do my best version of what he does. So if I've got De La Riva here like this, I'm going to grab the pant sleeve like this. You can do this with the ankle as well, but I think it just gets a bit better grip like this. And I know that Mish is going to try and step over my leg like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it so he only really has one post. I'm going to try and kick him forward But I don't want him to be able to post with this hand, because if I kick Mish forward and he can post with that left hand, he can underhook with the right hand. And start working to pass. Okay? But if I catch this sleeve and like push it down towards Mish's hips, if I manage to bring his weight forward, he's got one hand to post with, and that's the right hand. Okay? So there's no underhook now. If he tried to underhook me, go back. Like, yeah, basically he would face plant pretty bad and lose his balance that way. Okay? So a lot of the power for this, I'll show you the movement and then I'll go over it a bit more. So I'm kind of waiting for Mish to try to step over, but I'm holding this sleeve. I punch that down. I'm just going to like kick him forward like that, and then I'm going to spin underneath again. But this time, I'll come out, I've basically got like a single leg, and his arms trapped between his legs, like this. So he's stuck. Okay? The only thing you could really try to do is try and swing that leg over, but there's not going to be a lot of time. And we're coming towards the back. So a lot of what's going to, you need to like, with this one, you need to time it. So as their weight's coming forward, so watch this, boom, that's when I kick him forward. And I'm almost like, for me anyway, I feel good to cross my feet so both feet can get power with that kick. As soon as their weight's forward, I want to lift my hips up, and that lets me spin underneath. I can open my legs now, spin, and start to get up. So this time when you spin, you're already getting up. I've got his arm here. I can go straight to the back if I want, or if you want, give me that arm again. You could just start trying to like drive him over with that too. But again, the timing's really crucial here. When you feel them step over, we're kicking both feet forward like that, jamming the arm. Lift your hips and then spin. Get up. And we're starting to go for the back. Good question. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you grab a pants grip or are you grabbing the back of his heel?
I was grabbing the pants, but you could do either. Yeah. Let me do. Was I? I think I was.
Yeah.
I think you could grab the heel as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel better with the pant grip, but yeah. Any questions on that?
When do you do it as opposed to like just when they step over?
Yeah. So this one's less important. Like, Mish might be controlling this leg and trying to step over, so like the invert's going to be hard. He's controlling that leg, but I can still start to bring him forward with the hips. That will even better. But the key is here, like, so when my hips come up, I can now turn, but I turn like getting onto my knees and coming up. We don't go like hips up, roll to the side, and then try to get up. That makes sense? So hips are coming up, and I'm already starting to come up and follow through on my track. So do like this, I kick Mish forward, hips come up, and as I roll through, I'm rolling up to my knees. I'm straight on the back. Okay? Key for this, just get them forward. Get them forward, the spin will make a lot more sense, okay? 3, 2, 1.